Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Royce Freeman, 50 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10 is Connor. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
180. Line 36. Watch the run, watch the run. Schwittnicker. Check 26, check 26. Pilot, 64, weak. Got 36 to Mike. Double bump. Smooth.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
You got nothing. Monday. 77.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
You too. 36 to Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration here. 50. Penetration.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And my goodness, this is incomplete. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews, so I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
He's coming, double up. Hey, zoom. Mike 50, Mike gun. Mike 50. Nice.
Now it's Flacco. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Hey, Monday. Gun. Yeah,
3rd and long for Joe Flacco. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, the tip drill came into play there for the defenders, didn't it? Able to go up, get the football, but
couldn't stay in.
Couldn't stay in bounds. Did everything right except the conclusion.
Here's Switzer. A very good return there, giving it even 20 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he
taking it right down Broadway. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Boswell good with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. First and 10 here for Flacco. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Yes, 20. Go, Lee. Watch the twist.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down.
Check. Monday. Gun.
On second and 9, Flacco. Open man, here is Hamilton. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
44. Hey, Charlie.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Roethlisberger now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Go.
45. Mike, 45.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Boswell's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. 3 points there at the end of the half, and I think you'll take that, right?
No doubt. That shaves off a little bit of the lead right before the half. Kind of like my barber shaving off a little on the top.
And we're going to have a good second half. You look at the score right now. We got a close one. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Dad!
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here's Flacco. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 20.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Monday. Check. Rewind. Check. Gun. If you kill it, motion me out.
Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This is fielded at the goal line. Shifts by him. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
44. 45, Mike. Focus. I'm here all day. I'm here. Take both of them. Back. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Jack 16. Twist.
From the 31, Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Hey, alert. Hey, box truck. Check. Crunch. Alert.
Roethlisberger will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's Flacco. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Be good. Roger, 5-0. Zone red. Hey, Delta. Gun.
Flacco. Got a man open. It's Sutton. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Monday. Look at hot sets. Wait. Hey, Echo. Recon. 132 fighter.
Flacco from the gun. He completes this to Sutton. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They're going with Lindsey. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Check 3. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Monday.
Hey, switch gears. Alert 3. Tighten up.
Gun.
Check 6.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Hey, Alpha. Gun.
To try again after the sack. Flacco. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Monday.
Makes it 3rd and 6.
55, Mark, 55. Tight.
80 weapons.
Pull it together. Right there.
Yo, lead.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Lindsey. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. 3 touchdown passes now for Joe Flacco. And the Broncos push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be taken short. Powers through it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Does the big boy have the juice? And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball.
And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Cyrus Jones picks it.
Well,
think I'd be